Hey yo! Welcome to season 2 of the Arts Block Podcast. For artists, by artists, so artists can talk about anything that we want and desire. I'm your host. I'm your host, Eric Curry the third. Getting bigger and better this season, ladies and gentlemen. Stay tuned for the show.
One. Hey yo! Welcome back to another episode of the Arts Block Podcast. I'm your host, Eric Curry III, and today I got my dog on the podcast. I got my dog on the podcast. Athlete, baller, scored 1,000 points in high school, only played 3 seasons. You know, just something like college. Starting point guard in her freshman year in college, you know, just something light.
You're hyping me up, though.
just something light, you know. It's a pleasure to call her family, my cousin, but also one of my best friends. I love her to death. I know every time we together, there's going to be some mess happening. My dog, my day one. We got Miss Aniyah Oliver on the building, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up.
Glad to be on here, man. Glad.
My dog, how are you?
I'm good. You know, season, you know, it ended. You know, I get to regroup, come back. I'm good now. Chilling.
Season over. Y'all just had your last game. How you feel about the last game?
I'm just glad we won. I'm glad we won, and we won by a lot too.
I did. That was like a blowout.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even play the fourth quarter. It was so good. I'm not tripping. Hey,
well, let's just jump straight into it. I've been to a lot of games.
Mm-hmm.
Been to a lot of regular basketball, NBA games. Been to a lot of high school games. Been to a lot of basketball games in general. I've never in my life felt an energy like a Goose Creek high school game. Never in my life. It's an experience like no other, especially when the girls are playing.
Right.
Like, I've never seen a girls game that live, but there's no choice. There's no other option because y'all blowing the teams out by 50. So how was that experience at Goose Creek?
Man, coming from Somerville, my 7th grade year, we barely won any games. There was nobody at the games. Till my freshman year, well, all my last 4 years, the games was packed. It was always people, everybody knew you. Even if you didn't even play, people knew who you was. They came and supported you. I think it was the best experience I've ever had doing basketball. I mean, it's one in a lifetime, especially with your teammates, with your coaches. Your teammates, they become your family. You talk to them every day. You know, I'm truly grateful I got the opportunity.
Yeah. And now you are playing with one of your old teammates, your best friend, Miss Jasmine Stanley. How was that? Is that fun? How was that?
That's me and her have such a good connection off the court that on the court, it's like we off the court. We don't even think about it as basketball. We play like we friends off the court. We talk to each other. We talk crazy to each other on the basketball court. And that's just because of the relationship we have. But being able to play 4 years with her, high school and AAU, it's been amazing. Like, the college level is way different than high school, but both of us playing together has made it easier for my transition than coming in and playing college ball. We got 2 more years left. That's all that matters.
Yeah. All right, let's go through some stats. Your senior year at Goose Creek, you had 13.5 points, played 30 games, had 4.5 assists, 3.1 rebounds, almost 3 steals, which I didn't know.
Me either.
Almost 3 steals, and you average 0.1 blocks a game, but it's okay though.
Not you coming for me though. You know I'm sure that ain't my game. Now you try to play.
But that's why you got 3 steals though. That's why you average almost 3 steals a game.
You ain't even have to say that stat.
Because you ain't getting the blocks. So you are.
You ain't even have to bring that up. You trying to set me up. Like, what? Come on now.
If you look at your stats compared to the national average, you are surpassing the nation's average by a lot, except in blocks. They're kind of just.
Here you go. Here you go.
Just passed you a lot there, but but it seemed, and that in your senior year, statistical wise, was your best year of you just playing basketball. So what was it in your senior year that just clicked? It was something that had to click, like a dog in you.
Senior is a big year. You got to go out with a bang. Yeah. And winning state the year before, everybody talking about back to back.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like it was a challenge for me to go back to back with losing. I think we lost like 6 seniors. Mm-hmm. So it's basically my team now. Now I got to work and show people why, I can play at the next level, or we can win back to back state championship. So I think that was the fire underneath me. I just want to, prove people wrong. And clearly my stats, some little song.
You just wanted your ring.
Ring.
Got it. And you got it. State championship game. That's also the game you scored your 1,000 point.
Right. Went out big.
But before we get there, we have to talk about the injury, right? And I know you probably don't want to talk about it, but we have to touch on it. You tore your ACL your sophomore year, right? Year. The sophomore year, you tore your ACL. And that was a scary experience for not just you, but for everybody. We didn't know what was going to happen.
Right.
After that.
Right.
What was your mindset during the whole, after you tore it, then rehab, surgery? What was your mindset going through all that?
When it first happened in Kentucky, I thought I was done for. I didn't know what to expect. I thought I was going to be able to play the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Wake up the next day, you can't walk. I'm like, oh, my AAU season is over.
Yeah.
Got back home, went to the doctor. They said I tore my ACL, had surgery. Now rehab is here, and I'm like, I just got to work. Yeah. I've been doing that my whole life with basketball, with school, anything. It's just another bump in the road. Mm-hmm. My biggest goal was trying to get back to play for my high school season. I tore it, I think, in like July. High school started in November. It's a 6-month recovery, so I could play before playoffs. But got to playoffs, the trainers wouldn't clear me. I was frustrated, very much frustrated. We lost in the lower state championship game by 1 point. If I would have played, what could have happened? Could have had 4.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's another bump in the road, a road that shows either your weakness or your how strong you are. So it really pushed me. I came out in my AAU season, like after the high school season, I really felt good. I feel like, oh, I'm back. I feel like I grew more than I already was my freshman year. Mm-hmm. So it really didn't, I won't say backtrack me, but it definitely helped me grow.
Mm-hmm. But then in your last game of your senior year, the state championship game where y'all won, you scored your 1,000th point. Now, I don't know, like all the viewers and listeners, I don't know if y'all know how hard it is to score just any points, but she scored 1,000 and she only played 3 seasons. She missed the whole season. You scored 1,000 points and missed the whole season. So how was that? And for you to be more of like a past first team leader, like, oh, I'm going to let my teammates get involved. You scored 1,000 points in 3 seasons, bro. Like, that's a big deal. And I hate how you just looking and smiling at me like, bro, yes, I know I did that. Like, I hate that you're doing that. it's not nothing big, but that's a big deal.
It is a big deal. And to be honest, going in my senior year, I didn't even know I was close. I didn't know I was getting close until Christmas time. And I think I need to average like 15 points a game the rest of the season. And then some games we was winning by so much I was getting taken out. So I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. we get to the state championship game, I think I needed maybe 12 points. During the game, I'm so focused on winning, I'm not even realizing that I'm getting close.
Yeah.
So after the game, I didn't even know I got 1,000 points until my mom was like, "You scored your 1,000 points at the free throw line." I'm like, "Oh." So now I didn't want to state and got my 1,000 points in the same game. Like, what a way to end my senior year.
Yeah.
Like, it was a big deal for me. You know, I got a ball in the case at home. It's like, wow, all the hard work in just 3 years. Imagine if it was 4.
Yeah.
Like, it was a big deal for me.
Yeah. And like I said, your senior year, you was balling on a whole different level. Like your freshman year, you played like a freshman. So I wasn't really like tripping on your freshman year, but your junior year, I was looking like, I looked at the stats, I was like, okay, cool. Then I looked at you from your junior year to your senior year, you took a big jump scoring wise. It's like you, and I know like how you play is not like really like, oh, I got to score as many points as I can. It's more of, okay, how can I help the team win? If I'm having an off shooting night, you know what? Maybe I'm just going to get like,
pass the ball. Right.
I'm gonna do something else, right? So how do you know, like, all right, maybe I should just chill on shooting this game, or maybe I'm hot, I just need to keep going.
Like, okay, so for high school, it's different. High school, competition's not that good. If you having an off night, you still could score maybe 12 points. You shoot 20 shots and still score like 12 points.
Yeah.
So high school, it wasn't really like I was having an off night. I mean, as long as we was winning, I didn't even care how the points was. You get to college, and it's like your off nights, you be like 0-14, and you like got 0 points, and y'all losing. You like, oh, this ain't it. I gotta do something else. I mean, I could be passing the ball, still losing. So clearly, it's me, right? But for high school, it was different. For high school, I could really play around with the ball. I ain't gonna have to focus in on, oh, I need to shoot these threes, I need to make it, or I'm gonna come up. High school, I played the whole game, so I could score at will. So I think that was the biggest thing. And losing like 6 scores going from my junior year to my senior year, it was like, oh, it's my time to show that like I'm not just a passing point guard. I could really score the ball and still pass the ball as good as I was the last season. I think that was the really the mark that set for my senior year.
Because I think also your assist total went up your senior year too. So basically all your stats went up your senior year. Your rebounds went up, your assists, your points, you shot a little better in your senior year, but something stayed consistent throughout your whole years at high school and your whole years of playing basketball. Your 3-point shot. That's a shot that stays consistent, that you are comfortable with, that you feel like, that's my baby. We're not talking about college right now. We're talking about high school. I can tell by your face. We're talking about high school right now. In high school, your 3-point shot was your baby.
Right.
Tell me about that. Tell me your relationship with your 3-point shot.
My relationship. Woo!
In high school, of course. We're going to get
high school.
We're going to get to college later.
It was really like, I thought, Steph Curry is big in the league right now, right? I thought my range was pretty good in high school. Like, I could shoot a couple steps behind the 3-point line. So if you left me open, I was going to knock it down most of the time. So I felt like that was in high school, that was like the way people determine how they guard me. So if you know I can shoot, then you got to step up. But if you also don't know I can go past you, because all I really do is shoot. So it really is like, you got to find out how to guard me. 3-point shot really helped people. I mean, really helped me be like, I have 2 different levels of my game, because I can shoot the ball really well. But if you're going to step up, I'm going to go to the basket. So it was like, a 3-point shooting, that's me. I don't really get to the rim like that, but don't leave me open. You know, Eric, tell him, you know, I can give you buckets now.
Whoa.
Come on.
Whoa, bro. No, bro. No. I didn't want to do this on. I didn't want to do this on the podcast, but I have the video of me giving you a whole bucket. I have a video of me giving you a whole bucket. I'll insert the clip right now. I have a whole video of me giving you a whole bucket.
You're talking about at the factory?
You was at the factory.
Man, I had like 4 workouts that day. You was straight. Come on. Like, I was tired. You was full of energy. And I still gave you buckets.
I did it 2 times in a row.
Okay.
Both games. You said, let's just play the one. Okay, we can play the one. I beat you to one both times. I beat you with a jumper, then I beat you with a floater.
I'll let you get the ball first. What? If I would have had the ball first, I would have won both times.
No.
What you mean, no?
No. No. All right, you want to know? All right, cool. This is a great segue. You know why you wouldn't have won both times?
What?
Great segue. Because let's check out your stats from Francis Marion your freshman year. Let's go. You want to do that? You wanted to be petty. I was going to do an easy segue into that, but you wanted to be petty. This is your fault. All right, 8.1 points a game. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's like your freshman year of high school. It's not
right.
Not bad. 4.2 assists. Again, not bad. More than your freshman year of high school. Almost the same amount as your senior year of high school. Again, not bad. Ooh, excuse me. 3 rebounds a game. Again, for a 5 point guard, 3 rebounds a game is really good. I wasn't expecting you to get 3 rebounds.
Right.
That's good. You want to know how many total rebounds you got the whole season?
How many? 100.
No.
30.
39. You want to know how many points you scored throughout the whole season though?
Yeah.
105.
Oh.
Is that an O because you thought you scored more or because you thought you scored less?
I thought I scored more, but okay. Okay. We're gonna work on the worst part.
Since this is why I don't think even if I would have gave you ball back, if you would have got ball first, you
about to say percentages.
Let's go to your percentages.
All right, come on, let's go.
In total, you shot about, I'm gonna round up, shot about 31% from the field.
All right.
Okay.
You about to say 3-point.
You shot 24% from 3 this season.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then you want me to say your free throw percentage?
It was like 65, but I didn't shoot a lot of free throws.
65% from the free throw. Nah. You shot 23.
23 free throws?
Yeah. You thought you were shoot that? Wait, hold on. Before I even get to the question I'm about to ask, do you be looking at your stats? You be looking at your stats.
Listen, I do, right? But I don't be looking at the totals. I look at this how much you average in each thing, and then percentages. I didn't know I only shot 20. What'd you say, 26, 23? Oh.
23 free throws. You made 15.
I hope my coach don't watch this because she's gonna be on my behind. Woo. Woo.
Wait, but I got to stat down, make it better. You have 55 assists. You did have 55 assists.
Okay.
I'm not going to say your turnover numbers.
I mean, it was it, like 38?
33.
Oh, like that, man. That's like
33.
1.6, something like that.
Something
I don't know.
I don't know.
I mean, this I have more turnovers than assists.
That's the key, though. That's the mindset you got to have. See, look, ladies and gentlemen,
right.
this is the gym. There's always a positive somewhere.
Somewhere.
Somewhere. Not with these percentages though. What happened? Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
What happened?
What happened? During the summer, I was with you all summer.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw the work that you was putting in.
Mm-hmm.
I was with you when you were on the phone with your coach when she was talking to you. I was there. I seen it. I was looking like, oh, she about to light the whole joint on fire. And your first, hold up. In your first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, your first 8 games you did.
Right.
Your first 8 games you played really well. Now these last 3 games.
Right. I just hit them, like I was like up here, then I had hit the pump. And
You
it
hit
was
the
like
wall. You hit the wall. You hit the wall. These last 3 games, you okay. Okay. These last 3 games versus Augusta, you shot 1 for 6.
Mm-hmm.
Versus Flagler, you shot 0 for 2.
Mm-hmm.
And versus UNC, Pembroke, you shot 1 for 6 again.
Mm-hmm.
And that was that 3 that you made.
Yeah.
Now, what happened?
It was like a lid on the basket or something. Let me let me tell you, right? And like, in practice, knocking it down, warm ups, knocking it down. Got the game, and it was like, ooh, sit down, because what? It was not good. It was not good. But the positive side, it was always a positive side. Mm-hmm. I was passing the ball really well.
You were passing the ball really well. That game versus Flagler, you had a really good pass to Lauren. That behind the girl jump, you had that really nice pass.
Right.
Always a positive side.
Contributing on the scoreboard. It was only in the stat sheet. That was the problem.
Yeah. 1 for 6, 0 for 2, 1 for 6.
You had to say it again?
I had to say it again. Because why you only shooting? Because, okay, versus Lander, right? Mm-hmm. You had 12 points, but you shot 4 for 12.
Right.
And I'm not mad at you shooting 4 for 12. Because you shooting. Right.
And then yeah, because then the game after Lander, right? I think it was like North Georgia. I shot 2 for 14. And then I shot 0 for 6 or 1 for 6. Right? That's like a lot of, that's like 3 made shots out of like 25 missed.
Wait, but why? But no, but yes. Okay, you're right. But why don't you just keep shooting? Because one of them is going to go in. And versus UNC Pembroke, one of them did go in. I didn't know you missed 6 shots though. I didn't know you took that.
Exactly. Yeah.
But that's
and doing on the stat sheet, right? It looked like it was good. Like it don't look that bad. But when you actually doing it in the game and you missing everything you're putting up, it's like, oh, I just need to.
That's discouraging as a player, isn't it?
Right.
How can you talk to the people? How can you get in your head as a player?
How can you get into it?
How can you get in your head? Like, how easy is it to get into your head as a player?
It's easy, like a snap of finger. Like something could go wrong. You turn the ball over, you miss a shot, you get a foul, and your head it's like, dang, I suck. Right. But it's so hard to come out of it, to be positive about everything. I feel like that was the challenge I had this season. I was so down on myself, didn't realize I was doing actual good things outside all of the negative. So maybe if I was positive about everything, I would have went 5 for 15 instead of 1 for 6. Ooh. Even though I'm still scoring, though it don't sound good, but I'm still scoring.
Still scoring, and you would have, and your average would have been higher. So everybody just looked at like just the points and the assists and everything. We wouldn't have seen the shooting,
Right.
but we would have seen that you were scoring though.
Right.
That's all that matters.
I was contributing to the scoreboard.
And in the assists,
right.
Yeah, because we all know that you're going to pass the ball.
Yeah, that's a given.
Yeah, but
I'm gonna do that first before I shoot.
Yeah, but are you going to score the ball though?
Yeah, just watch this work this summer. Watch
This summer.
We're gonna have to do this again next season.
I'm gonna watch you.
Right.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to talk about it again next season and see big difference.
Okay. Your sophomore year, I'm waiting for it.
Right.
And you playing closer.
Right. Still more games.
Yeah. So
I really got to show out.
Yeah. All right, man. I'm not gonna ask you this question yet because I want to get into this question first. Me and you have a lot of common factors.
Mm-hmm.
That's what makes our bond so great. We both like wings. Enjoy wings. You enjoy wings a little more than I do. We both enjoy them.
Right.
We both like music. Same taste in music. Roughly. Same taste in music. But the one thing that outweighs all of those things, besides probably basketball, is shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Shoes, sweet shoes. Outweighs. I see them right there. I got a stack of them right here. You can't really see.
You know, I got some over there too.
Stack right there.
Look. Let me turn it a little bit. Look.
Ooh,
you see them up there now. You see them.
Where did your love for shoes come from?
Your mama. That's if you ask my mama why I like shoes. She said your mama bought me a bunch of shoes when I was a baby. Oh. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And then just growing up, you know, being around Jay too. You know, Jay's sneakerhead. Yeah. So if he got them on, I want to have them on too. But you know, keeping up with them is the biggest thing. Yeah. If you don't keep them clean, then ain't no point in having them. Yeah. But ever since probably like 7th grade, I'll say, I've been buying Jordans. That's all I've really been wearing. I just started wearing the Nikes up there. I be a Jordan fanatic. That's all I wear. Still am. I'm trying to get some ones that come out this weekend.
A memory that I have with you, right? Something I will probably never forget. And it's so little, but it's just so funny. Mm-hmm. Is that raffle that I won for you.
For my shoes, man.
For them 12s.
Yes.
For them little, they was calling it the Goose Creek 12s because they was black and yellow.
Like high school. I could have cried you got them shoes for me.
For them 12s. I won that raffle for you. We went to the mall, picked them up. Picked them up.
Look, you see me all excited right now. Like I just got the shoes.
That's probably a moment that I'll probably never forget because that was one that was fun. That was fun. 2, the excitement on both of our faces.
Like you had got the shoes too.
I can't even fit them. I wear a whole size above you. I can't fit them, but you had them, and I won them for you. So technically, they kind of both of our shoes. I just can't fit them. No, they are. I won them. You paid for them, but I won them.
Both of our shoes?
I won them.
No.
I won them.
They my shoes though.
But I won them on the app.
I paid the $250 for the shoes.
On the app. I won them on the app.
But I paid the $250.
You paid the $250, but I won them. Would you have paid the $250 if I ain't won them? Yes or no?
No, but they're not your shoes because you don't wear them on your feet.
Okay, you got me there. You got me.
What?
And also something I remember is when we begged my mama to meet us at the mall for them 14s, and we both wore our 14s at Gavin graduation party. That
2020 summer was lit for the shoes. We was getting all the shoes.
Summer was lit. You was coming in with all of them too.
All of them.
You had like a different shoe coming in like every week or every other week or something like that. Like you was just like you said you was going to college with a with a bang. going to college with nice feet and a hole in your pocket. That's what you was going to college with. No, but I got a question though. I got a question. It's a serious question. All right.
Okay.
It's not about you. It's about Jazz.
Uh-huh.
Is Jazz a drug dealer?
What?
Cause she be having all the new shoes, got a new car, new phone. Jazz be trapping.
Lie, she in the room right here. If you want to ask her.
Hey, Jazzo.
Jazz.
Jazzo. Yo.
Eric got something to ask you.
Who? What up, big dog?
Yo, welcome to the Osbot podcast, Jazz.
Okay, thank you for having me.
I have a question for you though.
Okay.
Do you sell drugs? No, this is what I'm asking. Because you always come with the newest shoes. You could get new car, new phones every time they come out. You trapping.
Why is drugs the thing I gotta be selling?
You trapping. That's the first thing I thought of. But every time I see your snap and you come like with I got these shoes. Then you just posted you getting your car
selling
back.
Drugs?
He's coming for you, bro.
Selling drugs, Eric.
Yes. Are you selling drugs? And I can understand if you don't want to incriminate yourself on the podcast. I understand. I understand that. If you don't want to incriminate yourself on the podcast.
No, I don't sell drugs, Eric.
Okay, thank you. That's all I want to know. See, look, she got the iPhone 12 Max in her hand. Look, she won't walk away. She done deal.
Where? It's just a regular 12, Eric.
Oh, you just got the regular 12?
Yeah, bye.
Are you gonna get
Hey, that's you coming for like that though. Hey.
All right. Now I want to ask you a question that might get you in some trouble. Like I said before the podcast, answer this as truthfully as you can. Because you are on scholarship. I want your honest opinions on Francis Marion University. Now, I usually say if you're capping, I'm gonna call you out for it, right? And you being my cousin, I know you really well. But knowing your circumstance, I'm not really gonna call you out. If you capping, your circumstance is a little different than everybody else's on the podcast. So yeah, go ahead, be as honest as you can.
Are we talking about Francis Marion University or Francis Marion Athletics?
No, Francis Marion Athletics.
Okay.
Actually, no, we'll do both.
Okay. Okay, this is what I'm saying about the university. I would not be here if I was not playing basketball. This is not a university. I would just like, let me go to Francis Marion. Yeah, it's not. It's in the middle of nowhere.
It is.
It ain't no Wi-Fi out here. It ain't really nothing to do.
It's not. I don't be having Wi-Fi when I be going over there.
I live here and I don't got no service. So what that mean? Like what? But athletics wise, it is different. It's you got to get used to it.
Okay, what's there to get used to?
Everything. Everything.
So is it new teammates, new coaches, new league, new
everything? Yeah, it's like new teammates, right? I don't know these people. I got to make friends. You know, I'm a little antisocial. I don't really like people. So when I first got here, I'm like,
me and Auntie was just talking about that.
Like, what? Who is you? But you know, once you get to know people, it gets better. Coaches wise, I didn't think I was gonna like one of my coaches when I got here. I told her that to her face. She was like, "Did you like me?" I'm like, "No, you were 6 man." But you know, you gotta get to know people first. You can't go by first impressions.
Yeah.
I mean, you can, but you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a little shaky coming here. I'm like, I don't know if I'm really gonna like this.
But do you like it?
It's better than I thought it was gonna be. I don't know. Okay, meeting a freshman.
Mm-hmm.
If we wasn't so close, like me and my Leah, we were so close, I probably wouldn't like.
No, you probably
like my teammates. Once you got to know them, they real cool. We talk every day, and then Jazz came, so it's like, whoo, I could breathe. I know these people.
Yeah,
we cool. I'm good now.
Yeah.
Before I got here in August, whoo, well. What?
Because you are a very like to yourself person. They in your business. Don't do that. But to be honest, they won't even be in your business because you won't be telling your business to nobody except the people that you hang around with. And the only people that I've ever in life seen you hang around with was on your basketball team.
The cat is out the bag.
Yeah, so if you was watching this and you were trying to be a nice friend and she just walked past you, it's because you ain't play basketball. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, we don't got nothing in common. No.
Basketball. But I want to thank you for coming on the podcast. This was fun. I love this.
But, hey, the laughs, man. I love it.
But before you get off the podcast, I would like to get your dead or alive. Now, for everybody that's just
okay, I'm listening.
No, for everybody whose first time it is tuning into the Arts Block Podcast, hello. How are you? Welcome to the Arts Block Podcast. I hope you stay, and if you don't stay, well, goodbye. But dead or alive is when I ask the artist, but in this case, an athlete, who they would like to work with that is dead or alive. Now, for you, I know you probably won't choose an artist. You probably choose like more like athletes like to work out with and to play with and stuff. So you can choose one athlete. You can choose 100 athletes. Please don't choose 100 athletes because I still got to edit this podcast. But yeah, go ahead. Do your thing. Dead or alive? Who you choosing?
Okay, alive. I'm choosing LeBron. Dead. I'm choosing Kobe. Ooh. I wish I could get Kobe. He seems so cool. That's probably number one on my list. Kobe. I could learn so much. Still can. You got so many documentaries.
Yeah.
I think that's the main person. Forget LeBron. I'm not forgetting LeBron because that's my dog. But Kobe is the main one.
Kobe's the main one.
Yeah, Kobe's the main one.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. All right. Well, thank you, Aniyah, for coming on to the Artsball Podcast. For everybody that doesn't know, I didn't want to say this in the introduction, but she is the reason why I even got into basketball. She's the reason why I like LeBron James. So as younger, I didn't have no text message. Younger, I didn't have no older siblings. I'm the oldest. So she and her brother Kayan, they were my older siblings, and I looked up to them, and especially her because she was the oldest. And I kind of just followed everything that she did and what she liked. So thank you for coming on to the podcast. I really do appreciate it. Is there anything that you want to say? Me. No problem. Is there anything that you want to say?
We're gonna talk after this though, because I need some shoes that come out this weekend. Okay. Thanks for having me, though. Love you.
You want me to do another rapper for you? After I just said that heartwarming statement about you, is there anything you want to say, man?
Yes. Thanks for having me. I love you so much. I didn't really.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in into the Artsball Podcast. I'm your host, Aaron Curry. You can follow me on Instagram at Aaron Curry III. You can follow the podcast at the Artsball Podcast. All of her social medias will be linked in the description. If you're listening on Apple Podcasts, make sure you give me a 5-star and a review. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, make sure you comment, make sure you subscribe, make sure you turn on post notifications so you can be notified every time I post a podcast. Remember that artists never die. And, well, athletes as well. Artists and athletes never die. And I'll see y'all next week. Last episode of season 1. Season 2. Ooh, I messed up this whole outro. Oh well. See y'all later.